Our planet is home to countless creatures, from tiny insects to gargantuan giants. But some animals are simply out of this world. We're talking about those rare, mind-blowing creatures that push the boundaries of size and power. Some lurk deep beneath the ocean's surface, unseen by human eyes, while others roam the land, turning everything in their path into mere specks in comparison. These animals are truly giants, and they've got some pretty bizarre traits. From a gigantic worm that's taller than the Leaning Tower of Pisa, to an owl so big, people once mistook it for a bear. Let's take a closer look at the 15 most shocking large animals that actually exist. Let's kick things off with number 15. Blakiston's fish owl. The Blakiston's fish owl is a true oddity, and not just because it eats fish like it's nobody's business. Standing nearly 2.5 feet tall and weighing up to 10 pounds, this bird is the largest owl species in the world. Native to the remote forests of Russia and Japan, it has a taste for salmon, frogs, and even the occasional frog. While most owls prefer nesting high in trees, Blakiston's fish owl is far more grounded. Its massive wingspan allows it to glide effortlessly through the trees, but you're more likely to spot it strolling along the forest floor. In fact, its sheer size often leads to confusion. Some locals have even mistaken it for a small bear or a person. With fewer than 3,700 left in the wild, this unique bird is on the verge of extinction, making it one of the rarest and most fascinating creatures you'll likely never encounter. Now, let's move to number 14. Giant Gippsland earthworm. You've probably heard of big worms, but the giant Gippsland earthworm takes things to a whole new level. Discovered in the 1800s by rail workers in Australia, this freakishly large earthworm can grow up to a whopping 6 feet long. Yes, you read that right. It's the longest earthworm species on Earth, and if you stretched it out, it could double in size. Imagine stumbling across a worm that large. You might think you're facing a snake. These worms live deep underground, making burrows up to 5 feet deep, where they chew through the soil in search of food. But here's the craziest part. You can actually hear them working their way through the dirt, making a gurgling sound that's strangely similar to water draining from a bath. Talk about a bizarre encounter. Endangered and native only to a small region in Gippsland, this earthworm is as elusive as it is massive. Number 13. Baird's beaked whale. Meet the Baird's beaked whale, a sea giant that can grow up to 42 feet long, about the size of a school bus. But it's not just big, it's mysterious too. Found mostly in the North Pacific Ocean, this elusive creature weighs an astonishing 12 tons. Despite their massive size, these whales are notoriously hard to spot, often living more than 3,000 feet below the surface. Rarely seen by humans, they spend most of their time in deep water, feeding on squid and other deep-sea creatures. In fact, much about their behavior is still a mystery. They have been known to avoid ships and are hard to study, making them one of the ocean's most enigmatic creatures. Imagine a creature so gigantic and secretive, it feels like it could be the stuff of myths. Researchers are still learning about these deep-sea giants, and there's much left to uncover about their unique lives. Number 12. Giant moonfish. Imagine reeling in a fish so enormous that it weighs in at 1.2 tons. That's exactly what happened when a giant moonfish, also known as the opa, was caught off the coast of the Kuril Islands in Russia. This extraordinary fish, a true heavyweight of the seas, is one of the largest species ever recorded, and it's so massive it could easily feed a small village with fish and chips. The fishermen, unsure of what to do with their prize, unfortunately, fed the fish to a family of brown bears after it began to rot. Local scientists were left fuming, arguing that such a rare find should have been preserved for research or display in a museum. Incredibly, even bigger moonfish have been recorded, like the massive 2.2-ton specimen caught off the coast of Japan in 1908. Imagine seeing a fish this gigantic. This ocean giant could easily eclipse your wildest seafood dreams. Number 11. Giant leatherback turtle. The giant leatherback turtle is a real-life sea monster, though its size and strength might surprise you. Weighing in at a staggering 2,000 pounds and measuring up to 8 feet long, this massive turtle is more than just a gentle giant. Don't let its slow-moving appearance fool you. This is a fierce creature. Found in oceans all around the world, the leatherback has a sharp beak capable of slicing through bones and a throat lined with rows of razor-sharp teeth. These turtles are known to charge at fishing boats that come too close to their territory. Despite being endangered, they're tough survivors, capable of diving to depths where few creatures dare to go. But they do face numerous challenges, from the threat of predators eating their eggs to pollution. If there's one sea creature that commands respect, it's the leatherback, with its massive size and relentless spirit. Number 10. Mekong giant catfish. When you think of big fish, the Mekong giant catfish that takes the crown. This behemoth of a fish, once recorded at a staggering 646 pounds and 9 feet long, holds the title of the world's largest freshwater fish. Found in the mighty Mekong River in Southeast Asia, it's an apex predator in its domain, feeding on a diet of smaller fish, plants, and even the occasional aquatic bird. But here's the catch. This giant fish is critically endangered. Overfishing and habitat destruction have caused its population to plummet by 95% in the last century, leaving it on the brink of extinction. Once capable of growing to incredible sizes in just 6 years, these fish are now rare sights. Conservation efforts are in full swing, but the Mekong giant catfish is fighting an uphill battle for survival. If we don't act fast, this magnificent creature may soon vanish forever. Number 9. Cassowary. The cassowary is a bird that makes the ostrich look like a cuddly companion. This 6-foot-tall, 130-pound bird is one of the most dangerous creatures on Earth, capable of delivering a swift, bone-crushing kick. Known for its striking blue skin and helmet-like casque, the cassowary is a formidable force in the forests of northern Australia, New Guinea, and nearby islands. While it's more likely to run than fly, don't let its flightless nature fool you. This bird can sprint up to 50 kilometers per hour and leap over 7 feet in a single bound. Its claws are sharp enough to slice through flesh, and it's been known to attack with little provocation. Aggressive and territorial, the cassowary has even been linked to human fatalities, though they generally avoid contact. It's a stunning creature to behold, but certainly one you wouldn't want to get too close to. Number 8. Bootlace worm. There's a creature so long, it could stretch from the floor to the ceiling of a 2-story house. Meet the bootlace worm. This ribbon worm may only be about an inch thick, but it can grow up to 180 feet long, making it one of the longest animals on Earth. And while its size might seem impressive, there's more to this worm than meets the eye. It's highly toxic and produces a thick, slimy mucus that contains neurotoxins powerful enough to paralyze its prey. It even has sticky filaments on its nose to trap and consume smaller creatures. But here's where it gets even weirder. These worms can absorb nutrients through their skin and spend most of their life tangled in a giant knot. If that doesn't sound like a creature from another planet, we don't know what does. Imagine coming across this bizarre worm slithering through the waters. It's both horrifying and fascinating at the same time. Number 7. Goliath frog. The Goliath frog is the largest frog on the planet, and it's a true powerhouse in the amphibian world. Native to the wetlands of Cameroon and Equatorial Guinea, these frogs can grow up to 13 inches long and weigh as much as 7 pounds. But it's not just their size that's impressive. This frog has a surprisingly fierce appetite. It devours insects, spiders, crabs, and even small snakes. In fact, one Goliath frog was found with a bat inside its stomach after swallowing it whole. Talk about a weird meal. These amphibians are strong swimmers and can jump over 10 feet in a single leap. They're also quite the builders, using their immense strength to lift stones half their body weight in order to create burrows for their young. Sadly, their population is dwindling due to habitat loss and overcollection for the pet trade, making them a rare sight in the wild. Number 6. Big Jake. Big Jake isn't just a big horse, he's a legend. This massive horse set the record as the tallest horse in the world in 2010, standing at an impressive 6 feet 9 inches tall and weighing a staggering 2,600 pounds. If you think your average horse is big, Big Jake would make them look like a pony in comparison. Known for his gentle nature, Big Jake lives on a farm in Wisconsin, USA, where he is treated like royalty. His daily diet consists of an entire bale of hay and a bucket of grain, keeping him healthy and strong. Big Jake's story is an inspiring one. He was adopted as a foal weighing only 240 pounds, and it's hard to believe that such a small creature could grow into such an extraordinary animal. Despite his enormous size, he's beloved for his calm and friendly demeanor. Jake is often seen interacting with visitors, including children who marvel at his towering presence. His story is a reminder that sometimes the biggest animals can have the biggest hearts. While Big Jake may be retired from the spotlight, he continues to live a peaceful life, far from the fame he once knew. Number 5. Flemish Giant Rabbit. The Flemish giant rabbit is no ordinary bunny. It's the heavyweight champion of the rabbit world. Originating from Belgium in the 16th century, this colossal rabbit was initially bred for its fur and meat, but over time, it has become a beloved pet worldwide. Known for its gentle, docile nature, the Flemish giant is the perfect companion for those willing to care for a larger-than-life pet. These rabbits can weigh up to 22 pounds and grow up to 2.5 feet long, making them look more like a small dog than the average fluffy bunny. Their calm and patient demeanor makes them easy to handle, but owning one is not for the faint of heart. They require ample space to roam and are known for being high-maintenance pets. Expect to feed them a large quantity of fresh hay, vegetables, and special rabbit food, while also cleaning their litter trays frequently. With their huge size and serene temperament, Flemish giants are adored for their affectionate nature. If you're thinking about adopting one, be prepared for a lifelong commitment. These gentle giants live for up to 10 years and need a home that can accommodate their size and needs. Number 4. Chan's Megastick. In the world of insects, Chan's Megastick stands out as one of the most bizarre and elusive creatures. Discovered only in the 1990s in the dense jungles of Borneo, this giant stick insect was virtually unknown to science until a local villager, Chan Chulan, stumbled upon it. Aptly named in his honor, this insect is the longest stick insect in the world, measuring up to an astonishing 22 inches long. But what truly sets it apart is its ability to blend into its environment so perfectly that spotting it becomes almost impossible. Its body is covered in a pattern and color that mimics the appearance of a stick, allowing it to remain hidden from predators in the forest canopy. Despite its size, very little is known about a Chan's Megastick because it lives in such an inaccessible part of the world. Experts suspect that there may be more species like it. Number 3. Japanese Spider Crab. The Japanese spider crab is a truly awe-inspiring creature of the deep, and not just because of its remarkable size. With legs that can span up to 12 feet from claw to claw, it holds the title for the longest leg span of any arthropod. These crabs can weigh around 30 pounds, making them one of the largest crabs in the world. Found in the cold waters off the coast of Japan, they are known for their intimidating appearance. However, despite their size and eerie, spider-like limbs, these crabs are harmless to humans. Their main defense mechanism is camouflage. They can blend seamlessly into the ocean floor, hiding among the sand and rocks to avoid predators. While they might look like creatures out of a horror movie, these crabs are primarily scavengers, feeding on dead fish and organic material found in their environment. Interestingly, despite their large size and impressive stature, Japanese spider crabs are considered a delicacy in Japan. Fishermen are even banned from harvesting them during their mating season to protect their populations from overfishing. When sold at fish markets, they can fetch as much as $500, making them highly prized. Number 2. Wandering albatross. The wandering albatross is a living legend of the skies. This giant seabird holds the record for having the longest wingspan of any bird, stretching an incredible 10 feet from tip to tip. Found primarily in the Southern Ocean, these majestic birds are not just impressive for their size, but also for their extraordinary abilities. Thanks to their enormous wings, wandering albatrosses can soar effortlessly over the ocean for thousands of miles without flapping their wings, using wind currents and updrafts to glide with minimal energy expenditure. This ability allows them to travel vast distances with ease, sometimes covering up to 10,000 kilometers in just a matter of days. What's truly remarkable about these birds is how little energy they expend while flying. They can glide for hours or even days, using the winds to their advantage, and they require less energy flying across the ocean than they would if they remained stationary in their nests. This energy-efficient travel makes the wandering albatross a symbol of endurance and strength in the animal kingdom. Number 1. Lolong the giant crocodile. At an incredible 20.24 feet long, Lolong the giant saltwater crocodile once held the title of the largest crocodile in captivity. Found in the Agusan del Sur province in the Philippines, this monstrous reptile became an international sensation after being captured in 2011. Lolong's sheer size and power left experts and onlookers in awe, and his capture made headlines worldwide. It is believed that Lolong was responsible for several attacks on locals before his capture, which led to his relocation to a research facility. Lolong was an apex predator. His size and strength were unparalleled, making him the undisputed king of his territory. His powerful jaws could crush bones, and his sheer weight made him an imposing figure in any environment. Though he was captured for conservation and study purposes, Lolong's size and power were a stark reminder of the might of nature's most ancient creatures. Sadly, Lolong passed away in 2013, but his legacy as one of the largest and most dangerous crocs to ever live will never be forgotten. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.